Great Potential is like easy to get a hold of. They're reliable. They have great tutors, and they're friendly, and they make everybody feel comfortable, and your kid actually learns the subject that you're focusing on. My name's Theresa Gomez, and I called Great Potential because I had seen your commercials, and Tiana was having a really tough time with her Spanish, so I called her counselor and talked to her counselor, and he said, yeah, Great Potential's, you know, the top person that we use. So he gave me a number, and I called there, and everybody was so nice, and you know, they made it affordable for me. My payment plans, it was something that I could afford, so I decided that I wanted to do it for my daughter because I just saw her going nowhere in Spanish. She hated Spanish, as a matter of fact. And so once we got in touch with you guys, they sent out Priscilla. She was just awesome, just a sweetheart. And it felt more like Tiana had a friend teaching her Spanish instead of like some teacher that, you know, she couldn't really understand. And the teachers are, I understand that they have 30 students or whatever, sometimes less or more, but it just wasn't working for Tiana. And then when she was having this one-on-one time with her tutor, all of a sudden she's just started getting it. And you know, the reliability of the tutor was amazing, because she just, if she said she was going to be here at 4 o'clock, she was here at 4 o'clock. She, you know, she never called and told us she couldn't make it. But if we called and told her that it wasn't a good time for us, she was just always fine with it. And she was amazing. And we also had a chemistry teacher for Tiana, and she was really thoughtful. She emailed me some information for Tiana when I asked for it, and I felt like they did care about Tiana. I mean, Tiana actually built a friendship with her tutor, and I think that's really important, because they were able to get along, and it was just a flow when they were working together. It wasn't like, oh gosh, now I got to do this. And if she told Tiana that she needed to do this or that, Tiana was doing this or that, which there was a lot of times with her homework, you know, she just didn't want to do it. But with the tutor being here, Tiana was actually doing her homework, you know, and getting things done. I definitely thought it was worth the money and the time, and I actually suggested that my fiance's son get a tutor from you guys for some of the things that he was having issues with. And I've told a lot of people about your company. I just think it's great. He's always been really nice. The whole office, every time I call, they have, you know, great phone voices. Everybody's so nice, and they're just really helpful, and I just didn't feel like it was pushy. I didn't feel like I was being sold a program. I just felt like you guys were there to help me and help my daughter. Well, I did check around to see if I could get something, you know, that was free, or somebody that was local. But when I called Great Potential, the pricing was right, and the travel, you know, there was no problem with them coming all the way out to Heritage Ranch. And so it was so easy that I just wanted to at least try you guys, and you did give me a trial. And once, you know, it was a free trial, so I was like, yeah. And then when she came out, she was just perfect, the perfect match. The reason why I want Tiana to learn Spanish is so she can communicate with her grandmother, because she doesn't speak a word of English, and she lives in Florida. So they only really get to talk over like the phone or Skype. And so for her future, I think learning Spanish was really important. She was not getting it at school. So it was nice to have the tutor, and Tiana learning Spanish is just, to me, it just is amazing, because we're actually Mexican and we don't even speak Spanish. So, you know, I like the fact that Tiana's tutor, she lived in, you know, a country. Where'd she live?
The country one?
No, she lived in like a Spanish country with for several years, and so she would teach Tiana like conversational as well as the stuff that Tiana was supposed to, the book that Tiana was supposed to be. So that was kind of nice. It was different. I don't think she would have gotten that from somebody like at the school. It was more of a, I just love the one-on-one. It's what helped her.